Hey, cruise team, what's going on? This is Coach coming back to you, and we have somewhat of a serious topic to discuss today, and that is, do you feel cruising is safe? The reason I came up with the topic for this discussion is John Heald, the ambassador for Carnival Cruise Lines, asked that very question just yesterday. And I'm going to read you exactly the Facebook post that he shared, and we're going to go through the questions. And my questions to you will be, how do you feel about it? I'm going to give you my thoughts on whether I feel cruising is safe. And for those of us who've already been cruising, we definitely probably have an opinion. But there's probably many people out there that are still a little bit unsure. So we're going to go through that in this video. But before we do that, let's go ahead and read John's question to all of us. And let's go through the questions together. Okay, again, from John Heald, ambassador of Carnival Cruise Lines. If you have cruised since July of 2021, I would like to ask you, the people who have cruised with us, if you agree with the government nincompoops and anyone else who says the cruise industry is a petri dish, etc. Did you see the crew cleaning and sanitizing? Did you feel as safe on the ship as you did on land, or indeed, did you feel safer? If you have time to write a few words, I would appreciate it because they will be shared. Your thoughts. Okay, so let's go over the questions that he asked us in that short post that he shared on his Facebook page. Number one, do you agree with the government nincompoops that cruises are a petri dish? First of all, the individual nincompoops within the government that have said cruises are a petri dish, we need to be careful, how we label that. I got into a bit of a disagreement with somebody about that, and it's like, if one individual has an opinion, sure, you can call that individual, a nincompoop or an idiot, or, you can agree with them, or, whatever else like that. But it does not define the opinions of an entire political party or an entire group or an entire culture. I think we've got into such a, sorry for giving you my opinion on this, but we've gotten into a lot of trouble the past few years here in America with just labeling everybody as feeling a certain way because they're part of, in a political affiliation, whether it be a Republican or a Democrat or, the Green Party or whoever, moderate, whatever. So I think we need to be careful there. But yeah, I would feel comfortable calling a couple individuals within the government nincompoops or something worse, something like maybe an idiot or something along those lines, for reasons I'll share as we go through the remaining questions here. Okay, number two, did you see the crew cleaning and sanitizing? For those of us that have been on cruises, the crew is constantly cleaning and sanitizing. It is difficult. As a matter of fact, I would find it challenging to walk through any cruise ship at any time. I don't care if it's 3 a.m. and not find somebody cleaning somewhere. It is going on 24 hours a day. There is always somebody cleaning somewhere. It's almost overkill. Those of you that have been on cruise ships, the bathrooms, it's difficult to go into the bathroom without an attendant being in there cleaning it constantly. Am I wrong? And those of you that have been on cruise ships, yeah, you're right. Yeah, they all are always in there, aren't they? They are constantly cleaning each and every part of the ship 24 hours a day. I mean, they don't take a break. They work in shifts. If there's somebody who works a 10-hour shift, as soon as they get off, there's another crew of workers working in those same areas, cleaning those same spots over and over again every day, 7 days a week. So it is incredibly clean. Number 3, Do you feel as safe on the ship as you did on land, or indeed do you feel safer? Well, I will answer to the latter. I feel safer. Why is this? Here's my biggest point. I had this discussion with a coworker. For those of you that are new to the channel, the reason I call myself coach is that I've coached on the college level and the high school level for over 20 years, and I'm an avid cruiser. So that's where the whole coach cruise comes in. My real name is Brad Dowling, for those of you who don't know me, but whenever anybody sees me on a ship, they always call me coach. So I was having this conversation with a security guard of mine at school, and he was talking about how him and his family and his wife were thinking about taking a cruise. And he was wondering about, the safeness of it, because his wife has some underlying health issues, and he was a little bit concerned. And so they were thinking about going to Disney World. And I told him, I said, well, the benefit of Disney World mostly being outside for outside attractions, but there's a lot of inside attractions as well. Same on a cruise ship. The difference is on a cruise ship, as almost all cruise lines share almost the same approach into dealing with, this pandemic now, is you have to test negative within 48 hours of boarding a cruise ship. Not only that, but almost everybody, 95 to 100% of the passengers on the cruise ship have to be vaccinated. So you have the comfort and peace of mind of knowing that at least within 48 hours of everybody boarding that cruise ship, they tested negative for COVID. Not only that, but they're all vaccinated, or virtually all of the people are vaccinated. Then they go over the top. And when you're in inside areas, on most cruise ships anyway, they are requiring you to wear a mask unless you're eating or drinking. Where can you go anywhere in the world that takes your safety as seriously as that? I challenge you. And put it in the comments, because I honestly do not know, without the exception of staying home, I don't know where you can go on a vacation where you're going to be around a lot of people that it's going to be as safe as that. Like I said, I challenge anybody in the comments to name a place where you can vacation as safe as that, unless you're going to some secluded island and you're going to be by yourself, a cabin in the woods, hiking or something along those lines. But anywhere where you're going to be with a large group of people, you can't get safer than a cruise. So those are my 2 cents, and I'm interested to see how everybody else feels. And John Hield, your questions asked and answered as you requested, and I'm sure you're happy with the response, at least from me. We'll see how everybody feels in the comments, but if you haven't been on a cruise yet, I think you can feel safe. Again, you can't get on unless you're vaccinated, and I know that some people don't agree with that, but that's the way it is right now. And then again, even if you are, people have tested negative before you got on. It doesn't guarantee that you won't get COVID, but if you're vaccinated, the chances are your symptoms are going to be incredibly mild. For those of you that know me, you know I already got COVID, and my symptoms were incredibly mild, if any at all. So that's all I have for today. Cruise team, it's always great to get back out at you, and I'd love to hear your comments. For those of you that aren't already subscribers, please consider subscribing. We put out a ton of content completely across the board, and we cover ports, we cover everything cruising. Let's just put it at that. And hit that like button if you're already subscribed, and feel free to share this video with anybody and everybody. All right, everybody, until next time, take care.